Elite, elite. Not only would that word shape my career, but the rest of my life. I was born and raised on the west side of Detroit. What up, though? That's right. I was born and raised on the west side of Detroit. I grew up in a single parent home, oldest of three. Now, if you are an oldest sibling, you don't have to be the oldest, but if you are an oldest sibling, then you understand that comes with some responsibility. You know, look after your younger sibling. If they hungry, you feed them. A kid picking on them at school, you go beat the kid up. The normal stuff. I watched my mom work multiple jobs just to be able to provide. Now, there's this one incident that took place. It's not something that I dwell on, but it's something that I haven't been able to lose in my memory. Who remember Pokemon cards? Late 90s, early 2000s was all the rage, right? Instead of doing our schoolwork, we'd rather be having Pokemon battles and trading our cards. Well, the teacher started to confiscate those, right? So I remember this day like it was yesterday. I go see my mom and say, "Mom, me and Donald got to trade Pokemon cards. Can I take my Pokemon cards to school?" She said no. My mom was tough, so that meant no. That was okay, right? So I go to school, right? And I get through school. Now it's the end of the day. I'm ready to get home and go play with my Pokemon cards. Now, as I'm walking up the street, I had a head scratcher, okay? Because the couch that I sat on that morning to eat my cereal before I went to school, after I was told no, right? That couch was outside on the curb. See, little did I know that while I was at school, we were being evicted. Now, if you've seen it before, or if you've ever been through it, then you know folks gonna go through and take all of the good stuff. Huh? Well, somebody decided that my Pokemon cards were good stuff. Like I can remember going through that pile, and when I couldn't find my cards, I just cried. And then my mom started to cry. And obviously at the time, I didn't realize that we were crying for different reasons. That's okay, all right? We're gonna fast forward, all right? So to escape the financial hardships of living in Detroit, we go east. My great-grandmother died, she left her home, we go to Trenton, New Jersey. My mother's role is the same, working multiple jobs to provide. Now my grandma's working jobs to be able to provide. So what happens to me? I become a product of my environment. Before you know it, I'm fighting a lot, I'm gang banging, I'm sold drugs, I'm gun toting, all of these different things. But I was always a smart kid. And I knew that that couldn't be the end, right? I couldn't do that forever. So what do? I make the best decision of my life. I decide to attend Michigan State University. Go Green! That's right. Now, it didn't take long for me to realize that I was disadvantaged. I'm sitting in classroom next to kids that went to good schools and got good families and good backgrounds, but at the same time, I knew I couldn't use that as a crutch. So what I do? I work hard, make a lot of sacrifices, and I graduated in 4 years with a degree in supply chain management from the Eli Burrow College of Business. I jump into the corporate world, all right? And I won't talk about all of the amazing things that I've accomplished once I got on that stage, but just to give you a sense of how hard I worked, I became a plant manager at the age of 27. It's unheard of. It's unheard of, right? So through all of that, right, through all of the different things that I've experienced, I started mentoring. And I can remember having a conversation with this young lady that I mentored. She said, AC, you have an amazing story. You've overcome a lot of things. What's your secret to success? And I looked at her and smiled. Now, this is where I need you guys to pay attention, because I'm getting ready to share the answer that I gave her with all of you. All right? I looked at her and smiled and said, there is no secret to my success. There's 4 things that I've done, 4 things that I go by. First is determination. If you look up determination in the dictionary, it tells you to set a goal and not to deter away from that goal until it's accomplished. See, the problem with us, we're not determined. I'll use myself as an example. I said, AC, you got to lose 20 pounds. I call it Operation Get Fine-er. I was already fine, right? So I was going to bring the sexy back like JT. It's okay, it's cool, right? So I call it Operation Get Fine. But here's the thing. Anytime I worked hard, I was sore from yesterday, had a headache, my stomach hurt, or whatever excuse that I gave myself, I didn't go to the gym. And I had to be real with myself. I said, AC, you're not committed. You're not fully committed to losing these 20 pounds. You're just interested. It sounds good. Well, being interested is not enough. Second, focus. I opened up 2020 talking about focus, and what I discovered was that us as human beings don't have a problem focusing. It's just what we choose to focus on. See, if you can binge watch all the shows, you've seen every episode of Power, right? And all the other shows that we watch, we don't have a problem focusing. Our problem is that we're focusing on the wrong thing. You have to figure out what it is that you need to focus on and make the adjustment. Third is motivation. What motivates you? I don't know what motivates you. You and I are different. I'll take you back to my story about the Pokemon cards. And no, a piece of cardboard with holographic is not what motivates me. But what motivates me is that feeling of helplessness. Somebody could take my stuff and we weren't in no position to do anything about it. Right? I don't know what motivates you. You may say, I want an Aston Martin. And that's okay. I'm not here to judge you on what motivates you. I'm just telling you that when you wake up in the morning and you do not feel like continuing, you use that motivation. And lastly, is self-discipline. See, we're okay with discipline, right? Some of us are leaders in the room. We have children. I mean, what happens when your kids don't do what they're supposed to do? You tell them they can't go outside. Well, that works for millennials. Nowadays, you tell them they can't play Fortnite, right? You tell a kid you can't play Fortnite, you become the devil reincarnated, right? See, we're okay with discipline, but we don't discipline us. What about you? You knew better, right? You knew better. You made the wrong decision, and you suffered no consequences for it, right? Your success, it is critical. It is critical for your success that you learn how to self-discipline. So we're going to recap. First is determination, right? Second is focus. Third is motivation. And fourth is self-discipline. Once you can incorporate these things into your life, you will be amazed at the outcome. My name is AC McMillan. I am the founder and CEO of the Elite Standard. It's 2020. Time to become elite. Thank you.